Hi, I'm Bill McMeegan. Welcome to Scotch Plains Stories. We're coming to you from Scotch Plains Fairmont High School, which today is playing host to the 11th Annual Garden State Fesh, a statewide dance competition sponsored by the Marine War School of Irish Dance, located right here in Scotch Plains. We'll take a closer look at this day of Irish dance later in the program, but now we'll head on down the road to the JCC of Central New Jersey, where recently two remarkable Scotch Plains students helped make the opportunity to save a life as simple as swabbing your cheek.
Today we are registering people in the HLA National Bone Marrow Registry, and it puts your DNA information into the registry, and if someone goes to the bank that needs a bone marrow transplant, if they find a match, that person is contacted. So we are registering people for that.
Today we're going to hope to swab between 200 and 300 people to help fight this horrible disease and find a match for someone who needs it one
day. Margot got diagnosed in the spring, so we decided to do something for her, and my dad came to us one morning and was like, why don't you do this? So just went from there.
We'd love to help, especially since Margot is one of our best friends. So then we contacted the JCC, and I had been friends with Mallory before this, so we knew she would be willing to help us.
When they approached me about it in October, I was thrilled to help out because I have a close relationship with Margot and with both girls. We met about once a week for the past couple of months. The first step was really fundraising and coming up with how we were going to make all this money, because it was really important to the girls that these tests be free, because we knew that that would be a huge restriction. We had a casino night for the teens, a lot of Scotch Plains Fairmont High School kids there, which was awesome. That event raised $1,500, and Danny and Lauren with their friends did tons of canister drives. They wrote letters to corporations, and we've raised a total of $10,000 today, so we're thrilled. Also, we had to get a list of volunteers together, train them for today's event, get food donations, decorations, tablecloths, all the little things you don't think about, but it's really a lot of work, so we're really happy with how it's turned out.
So far, it's still early, but there's a lot of people here getting tested, so it's been great.
When you first walk in, the first table, they have a stop sign that says, "Stop, are you any of these things?" There's a list of diseases, age limit, weight limit, things like that.
And then you fill out forms, make sure that you're clear medically to do this, and then you go and write down all your information, your address, you know, that kind of thing, and then you go and get tested.
You put stickers on your swab. Swab 4 corners of your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put stickers on them again, put them in a packet, and you're done. It's a quick and easy, painless process.
You just take these Q-tip-like swabs, and like you're brushing your teeth almost. It's very easy, very simple, takes about 10 minutes, and you're done.
You get put on a list, and when someone does need a match for bone marrow, they'll contact you, but matches are very rare, and you can refuse if you don't want to give your bone marrow.
Being a marrow donor is something I've thought about for a long time, but I really didn't know how to do it, and so having an event so close, so easy, organized by people that I knew, made it an ideal opportunity to come down and just get on the register.
It seems like it's moving pretty well. Every table is full right now, so I'm happy with that. It's important to me for many reasons, but today especially because of my close relationship with the Streep family. Margot's older sister Gabrielle is one of my closest friends, and anything I can do to help this family, I would always do.
We need to find a cure, and bone marrow is a great cure for leukemia. It's the key match in curing someone.
If I could help someone, you know, you feel so helpless when someone you know has cancer. There's nothing you can do, but this is something that maybe you can do to help somebody who finds themselves in that situation.
I think it's important because even if you don't know anyone that has cancer, you've still heard about it. Everyone's heard about cancer, and it's really important to help find any cure possible. And for leukemia, bone marrow transplants are very important, so it's just a community coming together to make a difference.
To learn more about the National Marrow Donor Program or to become a donor yourself, please go to www.marrow.org. The dancers competing here today are among the best in New Jersey. They have dedicated countless hours to both hard shoe and soft shoe until their routines are truly outstanding. Of course, not all dancers in our community are as experienced as these on display here today. In fact, each spring in preparation for the Scotch Plains Stories High School musical, a whole new crop of actors and singers hit the dance floor for the first time. Our cameras were there as they began to prepare for this year's spring production of Guys and Dolls.
You're doing the bouncing forward, they're doing the roll to the head, you're doing the slide through and freeze. So I want to see this picture. Hop and hop.
This is our first dance rehearsal, and I'm incredibly thrilled to be working with Gisa again because Gisa is really great at, if I ask her, what do you think the mood should be, and we figure out the mood and we figure out the dance moves, and I can explain to her in layman terms what I want, and then she can turn this into an incredible dance, which is absolutely mind-boggling. And this is getting the boys up and moving, and Gisa has the capability of turning a rock into a rockette.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4, and...
I have to say, I did West Side Story a few years back. These guys are very coordinated, very coordinated. I thought it would be a lot tougher, but they're here to work and they're doing a great job.
I've never really danced with guys before, but I'm so shocked at how coordinated they are, and I can really get a lot out of them.
I've never done any dancing before at all, except for failing at rehearsals, auditions for show choir and last year's musical.
They're doing really great. It could have gone horribly wrong, and it was going very well. So I'm really happy for them because they were nervous when they came in, but they're pulling it off.
Once they get the hang of it, once they start, getting the general idea, then all of a sudden it's like one spark leads to another, to another, to another. And then, all of a sudden you have some guys looking kind of scared going into becoming dancers. And it's, when the moment happens where everything goes right, nothing's better than that.
So just show me that step. Ready, and step. It's real subtle, right. And that's when the 4 counts, arm comes to the hat. Ready, feet apart. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, keep going. 1, 2, 3, go, and hop. Cool.
I'm having the best time with these kids, and they work really hard. That's what I see. One of the main things I see with these kids is that they're here and they give 100%. They're not here just to be lazy or get out of here as soon as we can. They're here to work, and that's what's a nice experience with these kids.
Our practices have been going great, all the rehearsals, our dance, our singing, everything's going so smoothly, and I can only imagine it going amazingly.
I've been thinking about this show now for, at least 4 or 5 months. So to see my ideas all of a sudden start to manifest itself and to actually come to life, it's very surrealistic because it's only been pictured in my head until up to this.
We've been practicing the dance moves for the song Luck Be a Lady.
It's kind of like the big climax of the show, and the main character, Sky Masterson, makes a bet with some of the other gangsters, and he is betting that they can't, I think they roll $1,000 against their souls. So if they lose this crap game, then they all have to go to a missionary meeting to confess their sins, and then that leads into another big number. So it's really the guys' chance to show off that they can dance and that they know what they're doing.
Here, baby, sit here, baby. Be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Back tonight.
And on that. 4 counts to bring it to head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop.
It's been a new experience for me, really, and I'm amazed at how easy it is with like everyone else around me to help, and Jisa teaching me real well.
There is a ton of dancing in this show, and it's going to be really fun. It's not just like we're actually doing real dancing, and coming from someone who's danced for her entire life, I know this isn't easy, but I think we're going to get it, and it's going to be really amazing.
It's really cool being here with all these guys. Like, you feel like you're really part of a family, kind of. And like everyone's like going through the same stuff that you do. Maybe they have more experience with dancing, but they haven't done this dance at all. So you're all learning together.
So let's keep the party going. Never get out of my sight.
I think it's going to be amazing. The dancing's going to be amazing. The singing, the acting, it's going to be funny, and I think everyone should come see it.
They're really great kids. I love working with them. They're very easy to direct, and I think the show's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I want to encourage everyone to really come out and support Rep Theater, because this year we have a dream team.
Coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out, right, ha!
Scotch Plains Fanwood High School Repertory Theater production of Guys and Dolls is scheduled to run Friday, March 13th through Sunday, March 15th, and then again Friday, March 19th through Sunday, March 21st. For more information or to purchase tickets, please go to www.spfk12.org. Coming up next, we'll see how two schools who are rivals on the field came together in the TV studio recently to produce the ultimate look at local sports. And later, we'll drop by a senior prom here in Scotch Plains that has nothing to do with fourth-year students here at Scotch Plains Fanwood High School. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. For more than half a decade, our Scotch Plains Fanwood High School television production students have worked with Westfield High School TV students to bring both our local communities the best coverage of local sporting events and numerous touring productions. But recently, these two TV production forces got together for their very first studio shoot, a show called Team of Rivals, about, you guessed it, local sports.
We're doing some kind of sports show. I know you guys from Scotch Plains are here. Other than that, I don't really know much.
Hello folks, and welcome to the first episode of Team of Rivals with Kevin and Kevin. I'm Kevin Russell.
And I'm Kevin Yeager. That's right, we here at Scotch Plains TV and Westfield TV would like to welcome you to our show.
Each episode will bring you updates on local high school sports and what's going down on the pro and collegiate levels.
We're shooting a sports show with Kevin Yeager and Kevin Russell, one from Westfield, one from Scotch Plains, and we are mixing the crews today in Westfield studio.
Really, you can just do the opening, I'll do the closing. After we do, I'm gonna do my highlights for our basketball. That'll come up, and it'll post the Westfield basketball schedule, which is why I gotta make Scotch Plains basketball schedule. Then we did hockey too, so we're gonna have another hockey one. A couple of kids told me they wanted to see like more sports on TV, so I figured why can't we incorporate high school sports and pro sports and do a little bit of NFL playoffs, because it's obviously a big time of year in sports.
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check.
So, drop it
graphic. Let's go back to 2.
Wait, we're going back to 2?
We brought in lockers and stuff, you know, to make the set, you know, look really cool, like a locker room. Kevin Russell brought in some sports jerseys, so should be pretty cool.
I think it's a great idea because Westfield has a very nice set, and we have like good people at Scotch Plains, and I'm sure there's talented people at Westfield too, and I'm sure it's going to be a great shoot.
Oh no, Connie Christian was 0-6 when we played them.
The upcoming game on Saturday against Westfield.
It's a cool experience, you know? Give one show once a month, you know? Come at a new environment, learn about other people's environment, be cool.
And then we get the final score, Scotch Plains 62, Honey Catholic only 14.
It's gonna be cool. We get stuff from both schools, so it adds a little bit to it, and it should be interesting to see how the other rival school is doing in their sports.
It's pretty cool so far. The studio is really nice here, so.
Oh yeah, hopefully everyone will be able to get out and support both teams Saturday at FBF High School. And then he's gonna say, I talked to Captain Saxony Nelson. You can type in there and it'll expand it. You're not gonna be able to expand it if you don't read it. We're getting ready to go through a live tape production, and we're just finishing up getting everything ready for everyone to have their jobs and know what they're doing, and hopefully we can produce a really nice show.
I mean, it's really cool, especially like when you got to work with him, you know, in the past, and then you get to work with him, you know, again, so you kind of get to know him a bit. So it's just like, you know, pleasant surprise just to, you know, get to reunite with them.
I know I worked with them before, and they're all very passionate about what they do. Their equipment's fantastic, and their studio is the most amazing studio I've ever seen. We have nothing compared to them, and I could only wish that one day we'd have half this much equipment.
A lot of great catches to the game. That was probably one of the big factors of how they won that game.
They also played that game without their other star wideout, Anquan Bolden, who was a top NFL wideout this season, probably top 10 in the league.
Number 11, Melvin Hansels, comes up with a great steal, and as you think he goes to lay it up, he throws a one-handed dunk.
I think it's a cool idea. Just meet the rivals clash at once, talk about each other and stuff like that, talk about other topics, and have fun.
Our schools are very competitive, but there's no reason why we can't come together and do something cool together and create something nice.
Our Scotch Plains Fairmont High School television production students look forward to many more joint shoots with Westfield High School this spring and in years to come. When most high school students think about a senior prom, they envision an early June affair, marking the high point of their last year of public school. But recently, the Fairmont Scotch Plains YMCA Leaders Club took the idea of a senior prom to a whole new level, providing a night of music and dance to those who can enjoy it most.
Well, what we're doing is we're hosting a prom for the seniors because they don't get to get out a lot. So we just thought it'd be nice if we got them all together in the ballroom and they got to dance with each other.
They made the decorations, they made centerpieces, we put together invitations, and we just decorated, asked the Moonglowers to come. They've been very participatory in the event, and it's amazing.
It was actually our group leader's idea to have this event because she thought that we should do something with the seniors this year. So she just kind of came up with the idea that we should have a prom for the seniors.
One of the members of the Teen Leaders Club, Colleen, got the Moonglowers, just a part of them, to play. And basically we're just trying to make a fun night for the seniors here.
Well, we're trying to plan
this whole night, and we really weren't sure if we should get a DJ or just play an iPod with the same, like this kind of music. And I realized it would be the perfect thing to have us, the Moonblowers, come in and play the songs that they already know. And we thought a live band would be way more fun for all the residents here.
And the youngsters who are performing are excellent. They really are pros. To me, they are. They could really perform on Broadway.
We have them all in their different gowns, which are all donated by local consignment shops and everything. I got to go pick them up. They're so cute. The back of my car was all sequins. We got all of our residents dressed up. It took all day, and we have like little boutonnieres and corsages. It looks so cute, and they're having so much fun. It's a lot of residents also who are responding really well to this kind of music because it's from their era, but also just the feeling of getting dressed up. Like they haven't been dressed up and going out since one of their kids' weddings.
There's food, there's dancing, it's a lot of fun.
It's taking us back to many good years. It's been a long time since we went to a prom.
It's good. Everyone's having fun. We're all dancing. The band is great.
Oh, there's lots of those old songs that I still know the words to. And it's good to hear them playing them.
Leaders is a club organized to help the community, make the community stronger, and we also express the 4 core values of the YMCA: responsibility, caring, respect, and honesty.
It's a really great program. I love doing it. The kids are really great, and I hope to get more people involved and just keep doing things like this.
Well, I got to dance with senior too, and I got to serve food and talk to them and take pictures. I really hope we're brightening their day.
I get one more time.
It's really great because everyone's out and dancing. There's food and hors d'oeuvres, and it's fun.
Jump with the crown, baby, we'll never let you down. You gotta jump with the crown, have a ball tonight. Cause when the song gets hot, little baby that jumps on your spot, little baby gotta jump with the crown.
And it shows also that the young people are getting involved with the older ones.
I really hope that we can brighten their day and just make their lives a little better.
I really like spending time with them. They've all been very nice. Like, you just give them a flower and they give you a hug and a kiss. They really appreciate what we're doing.
Oh, I think it's wonderful that they would want to come here and entertain us, because we love entertainment.
It's been a lot of fun, and I really enjoy what we're doing, and I hope they have us back again.
I think the seniors are having a lot of fun, and so are we, so I consider that a success.
It's going great. The kids are really excited. A couple of them come up to me and thank me. The nursing home staff has as well. Everyone's very excited to be here. And a couple of staff from the Y also came to see us, support us. It's been a great night.
Tonight's event has been really fun. The residents here are so much fun. They've been a handful. They have a lot of character, and they're all having a lot of fun, which makes it even better for us.
And it's kind of late right now, too. It's almost 8 o'clock, and they're still going strong. So it's very exciting, and I'm very grateful to the jazz band and to Shalise and the kids from the Y. They're so nice.
Be sure to look for profiles of future famous Scotch Plains YMCA Leader Club events on upcoming episodes of Scotch Plains Stories. Next, we'll meet a local hero who helped break the color barrier in the U.S. military. And later, we'll take a closer look at what this Garden State Fesh is all about. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Scotch Plains citizens have participated in every armed American conflict since the Revolutionary War. Recently, Malcolm Nettingham, a 1939 graduate of Scotch Plains Fairmont High School, spoke with the Scotch Plains Fairmont High School Alumni Association about his experience as one of the original members of the 99th Fighter Squadron, the Tuskegee Airmen, the first all-African-American air unit in U.S. military history.
There were black men and women, too, who were pilots before the war. But a government study had said black men were not intelligent enough to fly an airplane. But at the same time now, the government was under pressure from the NAACP, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, other organizations, influential people, both black and white, who were pressuring the government to allow black men to train as pilots. There was so much pressure on them that the government says, okay, let's give it a try. We know it won't work, but let's give it a shot. And that shot developed into an all-black Army Corps flying squadron that later became known as the Tuskegee Airmen. When I went to radio class, the black guys who were going to be radio men, they went to school as a group, as a class, 25 or 30 guys at a time. But then in 1945, orders came through for one class of black airmen to attend radio school with a class of about 2,500 white airmen. That one class was composed of 5 airmen. That was the class that I was in. No reasons were given why we were going to go to class with the white airmen. They just sent orders down that says, you're going to school as an integrated group. Now, we still were housed in the same segregated areas as before, but we did attend class with the white airmen. We did 26 weeks of Army Air Corps Flight Radio School at Scottsfield, Illinois, and we became the first integrated aircraft flight technical school class in Army Air Corps history. But then we had to go to gunnery school. 6 weeks of gunnery school in Yuma, Arizona. And again, only the 5 of us. We were mixed in with a class of about 25 white guys who were going to gunnery school. We knew from the beginning that this was another experiment. We knew that we were being tested, we were being watched, we were being evaluated, and that was fine with us. That was what we wanted, because we knew that we could measure up. So we welcomed the opportunity. We finished the course, graduated as aircraft radio gunners, and received our wings, but again, separately from the white airmen. People often ask me about particular people, particular airmen who were Tuskegee Airmen. There were about 1,000 pilots alone. Add on to that the people who were the support people, the radio men, the crew chiefs. There were a lot of Tuskegee Airmen. So that when somebody asked me if I knew such and such a thing, such and such a person, most times I don't know them. When they started the first class of pilots, that was in 1941 in July. And by early 1943, the squadron left for combat duty in North Africa. They flew support missions, destroying ammunition and fuel depots. destroying convoys of Italians and Germans. And at the same time, of course, they were dogfighting with the German airplanes. That was over North Africa and Sicily. Later in 1944, the group was transferred to Italy from North Africa for a variety of reasons. The 477th Bomb Group, of which I was a part, never got a chance to fly overseas. We trained and trained and we flew all around the United States, but we didn't get a chance to go overseas. Growing up here in Scotch Plains was easy compared to if I lived in Mississippi or Alabama or Georgia. Well, I think I've taken up a lot of your time, and I appreciate you listening to me.
In 2007, Mr. Nettingham was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal for his outstanding service to America. St. Patrick's Day this month brings Irish culture to the fore, and this Garden State Fesh, taking place right here at Scotch Plains Fairmont High School, offers the best look at Irish dancing in all of New Jersey.
Well, this is the annual Garden State Fesh. It's our 11th year running this Fesh. It's a big competition of Irish dancing, and children come from all over the country, really, as far as Canada, Florida, Georgia, some from the West Coast.
Today's actually a pretty big competition because Worlds are in about 3 weeks and they're in Philly this year, so everyone's trying to go out big because it's in America for the first time.
We have feshes all year round, but there's a lot of competitions in March, which is the month of St. Patrick's Day.
Well, my 18-year-old, she started in the first grade, and from the very first time that she came to a competition, she was just hooked. She thought, even though it's crazy, you know, chaotic, absolutely loved it. It's a cultural thing, but it's also a competitive thing, and so it's a chance for the kids, boys and girls, to compete, showcase their talents.
In my competition, we'll be doing a hard shoe dance and a soft shoe dance. A hard shoe is kind of like a tap shoe, and a soft shoe is kind of like a jazz shoe, almost.
I just did my second round, which is the soft shoe. We do it in the soft shoes as opposed to the hard shoes, and it's a lot lighter. We jump a lot higher, and one of the main things is we have to be on our toes the whole time and cross out our feet, and it's really tough afterwards. I'm out of breath, as you can see. We practice like up to 4 times a week at the studio, and then we're supposed to dance every night at home. It's a lot of work for about 2 minutes.
My mom, her part of the family's Irish, so when I said I wanted to do dance, she told me about Irish dancing, and we found the nearest school, which was Marie Moore, and I started in 2 years at the age of 4.
I would always come with my sister and watch her dance, and so my mom didn't think I would ever want to do Irish dance, but now I do it.
When I was little, I watched a show called The Wiggles, and they had Irish dancers on their show once, so I thought it would be really fun, so I joined Irish Dance. And today I'm in Under 11 Open Championship competition. I'm trying to do my best.
It's very competitive, there's all different levels of dancing, and you make your way up and you get to the highest level, and there's competitions that you go to that are international that you have to qualify for.
It's a lot of work, time, dedication, heart, money.
it's been really fun. In the beginning, my daughter and her best friend did it together. So her mom and I, we would do it. We'd go to the Feshes together. We'd go to the Oireachtas together, share a hotel room. It was really fun. And we still sort of do that. And I've made a lot of friends.
We have tons of children here dancing, and it's a big pastime for kids all over the country.
It was always there. It's going back from hundreds of years in Ireland, and it's really taken on greatly over here in the United States. There's hundreds and hundreds of schools. I think river dance was a huge impact on getting people aware of Irish dancing. It's always been there, but it was never had that great publicity. And that whole influx of dancers that we got back in 1997 when it first appeared was great. But it's all over the country. It's even in Europe now. South Africa they have schools in, so it's worldwide.
It's easy to get in touch with the culture of Ireland, and I mean, my mom's from Ireland, so she got me into it, and ever since then I've loved it. It looks kind of crazy from the outside. The world is like psycho, and everybody's just always going crazy with the dresses, get more extravagant every year, but I mean, it's fun.
We do a lot of custom where we consult with a client and they pick their design and their fabrics and their colors and really design the dress to suit their personality. It is a lot of work, and anybody that does these will tell you that. There's just, I mean, from concept to completion, there's 40 to 60 hours worth of work in them. My niece was involved in Irish dancing about 12 years ago, and her school needed someone to complete their school costumes. So I started with that, and one of a kind is kind of more my thing, so I did a solo dress for one person, put up a website, and then that was kind of the end of my life. We've just been swamped ever since.
This is a school costume, and it's also very traditional, which I like. I come from Dublin, and my dance teacher would be very happy with this costume.
It's so fun. Our teachers are really nice, and we go and we dance our dances all the time, and I just love going there. I go 3 days a week.
Irish dancing is pretty big in Scotch Plains. My dance school is actually right in Scotch Plains by Snuffy's, and there's a dance school in Cranford, one in Clark, and I think one in Westfield, which are all pretty big dance schools in the region.
We have a school here in Scotch Plains. We also teach in Pennington, New Jersey, and we're opening a new location in Doylestown. I've been here for the last 18 years here in Scotch Plains teaching. And we have children from the ages of 4 up to 24.
It gives you a great workout, and it's really, really fun.
It's great. I've made the best friends. We travel together all over America and all over Ireland. It's great.
It's really fun, but it's a lot of hard work.
It's a big time commitment. It's a lot of money, unfortunately, but it's also an awesome time. You meet tons of friends. These girls, some of them will probably be in my wedding. It's just an awesome thing to get involved in.
We hope everyone's having a good time, and the kids do well and do their best and win a few medals and stuff. And we'd like to thank all the parents who support the Feis here yearly, and without them we wouldn't be here, and just hope everybody has fun.
I grew up in an Irish family. I did not dance when I was younger, and when my friend suggested it 10 years ago, oh, the girls should do Irish dance, I thought that seemed so funny. And it's really turned out to be just a wonderful thing for our whole family. We've been to Ireland 4 times, and we've been all over the country for the nationals. So my daughter's had a great experience through the Irish dance.
For more information on the Garden State Feis or Irish dancing in Scotch Plains, please visit www.mariemore-irishdance.com. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Scotch Plains Stories. As usual, if you have comments on this program or any episode, please feel free to contact us at www.sptv@spfk12.org. So until next time, I'm Bill McMeekin for Scotch Plains Stories, saying Slán go foil from the 2009 Garden State Feis.